Hi guys, welcome to Crypto Be 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment in general. We now got a news that FTX and Kevin that was backing them was paid some amount, which I'm going to tell you shortly, and to some celebrities now winning the case over what they were alleged with. And I'm still going to share that with you on today's show. And also, we're going to take a look at the charts, look at what we need to do because we saw the market move otherwise yesterday because of the job report that comes out or that came out yesterday and other things we need to look at on today's show. My name is Ahmed Oladmeji Kasim, and this is Bitcoin and Breakfast Show where we trade it and we do not gamble. If you're just coming across the channel for the first time, you might just want to subscribe to the channel, like and share, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you can be part of the greatness we've been sharing on this great platform. First of all, I'm going to share some good news with you talking about Kim Kardashian and Mayweather. They won the case talking about the NFT they showed some years ago and they were fined. I don't know how much they were fined. They paid the fine, but some investors still, go ahead and sue them. And, fortunately for them, they won the case. And yesterday, a California district judge decided to dismiss the motion because the complainant was not able to supply sufficient fact. You understand? We all know they paid the fine, but some people still believe they need to sue them because they made them bought the NFT or they made them buy the NFT and they lost a lot of money from it. So they feel like they should be responsible for whatever amount of money uh, they lost in the process of acquiring the NFT project. But I told you, do not follow any celebrities. We've seen even Paul Logan lost millions of dollars. We saw Justin Bieber lost millions of dollars. You understand? They bought NFT worth millions of dollars and is worth nothing now. Though it might worth something back when the markets move ahead or we see another bull run. But you know when? All of us are still hoping and waiting for that. So that's the good news. But the bad news is this guy has been playing a kind of how am I going to call it? He's been playing the advocate. Let me call it like that. Kind of advocate for FTX, and unfortunately, yesterday when he was on the show, it was now revealed that he was paid a sum of 15 million US dollars for him to be promoting FTX and all of that. And the bad news is he lost all the money. And yesterday he was on CNBC show and he said, oh, he was paid 15 million. It was a deal between him and FTX, and he invested about 9 million US dollar back into the business. And unfortunately, he lost it. And we can see right, it said that it was not good investment. I don't make good investment all the time. Luckily, I make more good ones than the bad ones. But that was one of the bad ones, something like that. And he probably just what they're trying to say, he'd probably just be fine because his net worth is worth 400 million. But what I'm trying to say is you might see a lot of people just promoting or supporting some stuff in the cryptocurrency. You do need to do your own research because we all know the FTX saga has been going on for some times now, and we're not even sure if Sam Bankman-Fried will show up on the 13th, and now some committee at the Senate saying if it does not show up, probably it will be subpoenaed to come and testify against the committee if it doesn't show up voluntarily. So we're still going to look at that, and I believe a lot of things are now coming out slow by slow or gradually regarding the FTX collapse, and now they're even linking it to Terra Luna Classic that collapsed some months ago. You understand? They say they manipulate the market with Terra Luna Classic just to outsmart them and stuff like that. But there's no proof about that yet. We're still waiting to see the proof, just like we see Kevin O'Leary lost the 15 million he was paid back to FTX, you understand, because it's their spoke man. But that's not really the bad news again that we're going to be seeing or be experiencing the crypto space in a short while. We can see a Senate committee to subpoena FTX and Bankman Fried if he does not testify voluntarily, and I think it would definitely testify because if it's got nothing to hide, why is it not coming forward to come and explain what is here? And if you've been watching all these crypto space that have been happening on Twitter, he's been granting interviews on TVs and some even podcast, Twitter space, and the story has not been adding up. And if you check my tweet, let me show you. If you check my tweet, I did analyze everything because I listened to one of his how am I gonna call it, Twitter space interview rather, where he said I'm gonna show you right now. And in case you want to know what everything is all about, I broke it down into my own understanding, and you can see here I said things I picked up from the Sam Bankman-Fried interview with Marinafo, whatever, and I listed it up to like 25. You understand? Because I noticed a lot happened. He was not aware of some, he was aware of some, and he's still trying to hide some certain information so a lot of people don't get to know because probably when it comes out, the client or the public that lost their money due to whatever that happened will now be coming out to sue him. We all know he's got about 47 charges against him already from different people suing him and stuff like that. So if you want to check it out, you might want to come down here and read what the whole thing is all about so you have a good understanding about what is going on. And now another time ticking bomb that will explode very soon is about great scale Bitcoin trust discount widens to a record uh, high near 50%. Now we all know it's been how am I gonna call it? It's been a big deal. That's why Coinbase is trending. If you check Twitter, Coinbase is trending because they believe the whole whatever they have is with Coinbase. And now if they're trading below the net asset value at 50% discount, that's so high. And I believe if Grayscale should come out tomorrow and say they're going to file for bankruptcy or they're not going to be able to meet up with the net value GBTC, which is the Grayscale BTC, they're trading or they're allowing people to trade, it's going to cause a lot of catastrophe. And we might see that sending the market down to 14K, 12K, or 10K. And also, I'm going to share with you on the chat just now to see another thing that is happening that made me believe I don't think we're in the bull run right yet. It's just a pattern or it's just, how am I going to call it? A bull trap. And I've said it on my show, if you've been following my show, that it's a bull trap and I'm going to show you still. But this, I'm really, really concerned about it, because now Grayscale Bitcoin Trust discount widens to record high nearly 50%. So when is Magical going to come in? Magical is after 50%, maybe at 40% or 30%. And when they have Magical, I expect them to come out and say they are insolvent again and all their whatever will be sold at discount. And that is going to be a huge loss to the people trading them, number one, and also to how am I gonna call it? Coinbase. Imagine a lot of people that have their money with Coinbase, and now everyone is panicking if they should take their money out of Coinbase or maybe they're bought. We saw the CEO of Coinbase coming out to say they are fine, there's no problem. The client or whatever phone is backed one to one, and we've seen them Binance and other crypto exchanges saying they're backing whatever one to one, but only one exchanges has been audited, which is Binance, with an external auditor, and they came out and say even Binance has over 100%. Am I going to call it collateral against clients' money? That means all the clients' money is like 500 million. They have maybe 700 million something, just for example. So they even have more reserve than what the customer or the client has got with them. And that's a good news. But but now all these things are what I feel is going to bring out a lot of things in the nearest future. And we all know we saw the job again that came out yesterday talking about Bitcoin. We saw the job that came out yesterday that Bitcoin jumps to Bitcoin, Ethereum job with stock on job report, and also you can see right here, excuse me, Bitcoin stagnant below 17K as extreme fear returns to crypto. You understand? So a lot of things are happening in the space now, which I feel is bad for the space, and I don't think this is the time for anyone to believe it's time for us to experience a massive bull run. Yes, the market might recover back to 17K, but I'm going to show you why that happened and why you shouldn't even be panicked. Myself, I'm still holding my short. I'm still holding my sell. I didn't even close it. You understand? Because I know the market is still going to fall and it might push us down to 14K, 12K thereabout. But I'm going to analyze the chart for you shortly. So now this guy was paid each sum of amount and he lost it back to FTX, and now people are calling him out too and saying he must be prosecuted and stuff like that. But we're going to see how that we unveil, talking about Kevin O'Leary's involvement in FTX saga. We know they've been tagging the SEC's chairman, Jesla, I don't know what his name, that he needs to account for it. And some committee in the Senate are now saying they even want him now to come and explain his own understanding, because even the Kim Kardashian, whatever issue that I find them now, they won the case. So a lot of backlashes are just happening to all these people that have been backing some project that a lot of people thinks has got something to do with fraud or has got something to do with exploiting customers' phone or using customer phones without their how am I going to call it, without their permission and stuff like that. And this might cause a lot of noise and stuff in the market, and I believe it's going to affect some investors pulling out their cash out of crypto space. But with all this being said, the chart is still going to tell us what we need to do, what is going to happen, and that's why you need to stick around while I show you that on the chart. So what more news do we have about Bitcoin? We can see, let me show you. We can see that Bitcoin price target stretched to 19K as BTC jumps 4% from daily shows. I do not believe we're going to hit 19K yet, but it's possible. But when it gets to the chart, I'm going to analyze and show you or tell you my own opinion, or give you my own chart analysis. And if you've been following me on this show, or you've been watching my chart analysis or following my signals, I have been writing more than 99.9%, and the show can speak for itself. You can go and check our episode and take a look at the chart analysis and the signal I've been giving on this show. So I do not believe we're going to hit 19K. It's possible, but I'm going to analyze the chart and tell you why I feel this is just a pullback to mitigate a order block around that point, then to sell off massively, because there is a pattern that I saw, and I'm going to record the video after that and I'm going to drop it. So you might want to subscribe so you get to understand that immediately when I drop the video. There's a pattern that is repeating itself, and I believe it's going to crash the market down to around 14K again, if not even lower. Then maybe we're not going to see a massive buy from there without not seeing that pattern repeating itself again. Maybe we now say we have a bull run. And now we can see again Bitcoin takes liquidity near 17K as US shows weakness in pre-CPI, whatever that comes. I'm not talking about the economic calendar. Let's check out what is going on in the space today. Let me close some of my distance so my system can be a bit faster, because I can see it's lagging behind. Okay, now let's go to, excuse me, it's still lagging, but I believe it's going to catch up. So let's go to the economic calendar to see what is going to be like, or what we should be expecting today on the show. And now we're expecting the core PPI to come out as a price index to come out today, and the consumer sentiment and also the inflation expectations. Those data are going to come out today, and those are what you need to get used to, or to have a look, or to analyze it to now know what the actual or the forecast will be like, and that's how we use to decide whether it needs to come out, if it's going to be a bullish or it's going to be a bearish. So today we'll be waiting for that to come out, and that's going to be around 3:30 p.m. South African time and 5 p.m. South African time. So you need to stick to it and make sure you watch out for your trades, because these might now push the market up or push the market back down to whatever we're thinking. But that's that. Let's go back to the chart and now see what is really going on, because you can see on the news the same, probably this might push the data to 19K, but I'm telling you, I don't think we're going to get to 19K as of yet, and I think we're going to even see the market plummet anytime soon. But let me show you on the chart and why that is possible. First of all, we saw that the cycle was completed. That's no doubt about that. Forming this, let me show you. We saw this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forming a rising wedge, and I've said it on yesterday's show, even the show before yesterday episode. I said it that the cycle is completed, and now what are we expecting? We're expecting the market to fall off. You understand, to either 16,200 or down to that 15,400 again, to see if it's going to mitigate any other blocks we have around there, and if we are unable to hold it, then we'll see the market start appreciating back. That's a fact. But now let me show you why we saw this market move back yesterday. First of all, we saw a lot of news coming out regarding the FTX. We saw a lot of news coming out that Kevin O'Leary collected about 15 million to be spokesperson for FTX. We saw some data coming out thinking there will be a weakness in dollar. You understand? And all of these are what a lot of now people are scared. It's not people that are scared, it's the investors. They just want to, like, okay, let's go and close our short or our buy, then just short this market down to wherever we think is going. So when the data comes out, we now know if we need to buy or we need to continue selling. That's the reason why we're experiencing what we saw yesterday, talking about the market moving up. So what am I expecting to happen today? This is simple. We saw this creating our 1, 2, 3. Now push back instead of it to not break 16,800 zone back, then to continue coming to mitigate. Now we're able to mitigate this other block. Don't forget, there's an other block here. See it. We have other block because when you look at this successful retracement or this successful retracement, but this is a impulse. When you look at this impulse, we have what will I call it? Another block around the zone. So that's where we mitigate. Then the market moves ahead to close the other block right here too. Look at it rightly. You see, we have other block here because this is the structure. Then we broke it, but that was in a lower time frame. And sometimes they use this to manipulate the market. So you get confused and you'll be like, oh my God, I thought it's going to push down to 16 to 15. How come it's pushing back to 17,200? There was another block there, and now it's been mitigated. So this is where we now have a verdict and have a pure conclusion that definitely the market is going to fall off. And this is why I'm saying it. Look at this. We now have a short signal coming up already immediately after we saw the movement yesterday. And now, in case the short signal didn't play out or we don't see it coming as we expect, because definitely they like to manipulate the market, so you can lose your money to them. They can back all the money into their pocket and create another structure for you to put their money inside. That's how they do. But I'm going to show you why you don't need to panic. This is where we have order block for around 17,500. Until we break 17,500, that's when I'm going to believe, yes, we're going to have a bull run continuation, because look at the structure right here. We already broke this. See, when you look at it, we already broke this. We already broke the, let me show you, 16,007 or 16,800. It's broken already. And that's the last structure before the last one. So sometimes when we have the structure being broken, there will be a retest to where the market is coming from to close the other block for the market to start dipping down. So what happened yesterday, to me, it's okay. It's not a problem. If you're still in a trade, if you enter at 17 to whatever, you're still in profit. You're not losing. Only if you get into the market around 17,130 now, you'll be on minus of, let me see, you'll be minus of about 166 points. You understand? And I believe you should have used a risk because the market came down to around 16,700 and created a structure around 16,900. And that's why I expect you to get out of the market. If you've been following my show, I've always been showing you that whenever you see a structure forming at the first time, coming down to mitigate, the moment it's broken, you have to close your trade or you have to buy there. But I didn't even bother to buy. I didn't bother to sell. I just left my trade because I got into the trade at 17 to 85 thereabout. So I'm still in profit, even though it's not huge amount anymore because it has taken the profit back. But why I don't want to go in and out is because By the time you leave the market, you might not get that entry again, and now you'll be chasing the market and you start losing your money. It happens like that in trading, and I'm still going to do a video about that for you guys to understand the reason why you don't need to be jumping in and out of the market. Set your trade, put your stop loss, let it play out to your target. No matter how it moves up and down, it's not your business until you hit your target, then you're out of the market, then you look for another opportunity. That's the only way you can win these people. Remember, they are the one moving the market, and they've got billions of dollars to move the market to wherever they want to go, and they can close billions of dollars out of the market and drop it to wherever they want to go. So you need to be careful. So what are we expecting today? This is what I'm expecting regarding the BTC chart. Where do we need to put our buy stop? I'm not going to lie to you. You need to put your buy stop the moment we're breaking above. There's another blockade. The moment we're breaking above 17,320, you can put a buy stop here. But it's going to be for a short period of time, 17,320 to about 17,500 highest. That's when I'm expecting to take a profit. Then we're going to have a short from there, even though this is going to continue moving up. But I believe we're not going to see something like that because we have seen our structure forming out to say we're going to have a sell. So where do you need to have a sell stop in case you're not in the market, or you close your trade because you saw it going up, now you're looking for another entry to get into the market back? It's very simple. You need to put your sell stop below 1,160. The moment we break below 1,160, we now have that structure of a sell-off again. And now we're not going to see something like this playing out. You see something like this, it's a coming back like this, then we're going to see it coming down. And now I believe by the time we're coming down this time around, we're going to break this, because by the time we break it, it's not going to give us a proper movement of saying this is not going to be our 1, this is going to be our 2, then we're going to be expecting our 3 around 16,200. You see, so if you get into the market right now, I think it's a good thing for you to short the market right now. I'm not expecting you to buy. If you want to buy, you should have bought when it was breaking this 16,900. So if you miss it, you should not chase the market. You can put your buy if you're breaking 17,300. Make sure you use your risk reward, and put your sell if you're breaking down 17,160. So that's where I'll be taking a look at the chart, or taking a look at the trade today. Get into the market if you break above 17,300, then short the market again. If you're not in the market, you want to sell if you break below 17,160, or you have a buy, you're in profits. Your stock market should be below 17,160, or your stop loss should be at 17,160, because the structure has mapped out already. But why am I now saying this is going to follow? Why do I believe so much? I'm going to drop a video after this show, and you don't want to miss that. Subscribe to the channel so you can understand the reason why, the pattern I saw, or why I believe we're going to see the market dropping to around 14,000, 12,000. No, let's just say 14,000, because we've seen the market has been dropping about 5,000. We saw 25 to 21. We appreciate back to 21,500, 21,500 to around 17. We appreciate to 17 back to around 21, whatever. Now we dropped to 15. So it's been like more or less 3,000 to 5,000 point, 3,000 to 5,000 point. And I believe the same thing is what's going to happen, because if the market is going to drop from around 17,200, we should be expecting it to drop to maybe 12,000, because that's 5,000 point, or if it's going to be 3,000, we should be expecting to drop to 14,000. And that's why I'm so sure we're going to see the price dropping down to that zone. But you need to be careful. You need to use your risk reward, and you need to always watch out for your trade, because anything is possible in trading. But I've always been right when it comes to chart analysis, because this is where you get top-notch chart analysis when it comes to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and any other cryptocurrency you might want to talk about. So what am I expecting today? I'm expecting you to take a shot below 17,160. If you've closed your trade, I'm seeing the trade. I didn't close my trade yet, because I'm expecting the market to continue or to fall back. And where do I need to get into the trade, or where do I need to get out and know that now this market is totally out of it? I think I'm going to close my trade the moment it breaks above 17,500, and I know highest is going to reach is maybe 18,200 zone. So I might take a buy down there to just make about 1,000 point, then look for a short from there, from that 18,200 down to probably 13K, 14K thereabout. It depends on where the market will fall off to. So that's that on BTC. And That's what I'm expecting to happen, talking about the chart. Now let's check out ETH, the queen, that's Mr. Demage. ETH, because BTC is the king, ETH is the queen, talking about market domination. Now let's check out ETH. The same thing is playing out. The same thing is playing out. You see one, two, three, four, five. You understand? Now we have structure created here that push up above, that push the market above to this point. So what am I expecting to happen is very simple. This is what I'm expecting to happen to with ETH. I'm expecting ETH to continue falling, but only if we break. ETH should be a buy if we break 1,310. I think I've said it and it still remain like that. Though there was a structure to buy around 1,230, but you didn't buy at that point, so definitely you must have take your profit around 1,240 thereabouts. But now if you're looking for a short now to short Ethereum back, you need to short Ethereum below at 1,275. You understand? It's a short already for me. So I'm expecting Ethereum to drop down just like BTC. And where do you need to buy in case all these things, maybe we're gonna see a massive movement before the show will happen? I think you need to put in your buy if you bid 1,310. Make sure you use your risk reward and trade with the amount you can afford to lose, because trading is highly risky and you need to have vast experience if you want to indulge in something like that. And if you're an investor, make sure you use your stock market so it can stop you out, take you out of your asset and put you in your USDT so you don't lose your asset more. Than when it goes down, you can buy back at a cheaper rate and go and get more coin and also make more money when it start moving up. So this is just a false move because of the pre whatever that came out and some news that came out yesterday. I believe they're still going to fall back. So ETH, BTC, they are the same. I don't think there's anything special about them right now. Sorry, let me close the bar. So that's that on ETH and Ethereum analysis. Still the same pattern. Let it fall off back because that's what's going to happen. Or else we're breaking above 1,310. That's when I expect you to buy Ethereum, because we're not going to see a massive movement that could push it up to another support. And when you look at the chart right here, I think another support is, I don't know why my system is slow today. You see another support, another spike is around 1,350, and that's when we'll be looking to see if we're going to see uh, a buy, which makes sense because you can draw this as, let me show you, I just saw something now. You can draw it as 1, 2, 3, see 3, 4, then 5. Then I'm expecting it to come down back. But at the same time, I just feel like the news yesterday was just to manipulate the market and just kick some people out. And if you're scared you're out of the market, you don't get a entry again, it becomes a problem for you. I still believe this market needs to do like this. This market needs to come down, probably mitigate 1,150. If you cannot break it, then probably zoom off. Or if you're going to break it, we're going to see it come down and come and retest 1,090 or 70. And if we're able to break it, probably we'll see ETH going down to 700 or 500. And that's good news for anyone that has been believing ETH and you want to accumulate some $500 to buy one. I don't think it's going to be a bad thing. Even right now, some people are accumulating a lot at 1,003 because they believe ETH might flip Bitcoin at some point. That's what they believe, but I don't believe that, because we all know ETH has got attribute to a CEO or group of people controlling it. But Bitcoin, no one is controlling it. Bitcoin is a commodity. ETH and the rest, they are just unregistered security, and anything can happen to them. So if you're enjoying the show, you might want to subscribe to the channel. If you've not done that right now, subscribe, like, and share. And do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you can enjoy all this great content we're dropping on the show. All right, now let's check what is now going on in the market. Talking about the market watch, we can see we're now close to 900 billion because of the sharp movement we saw that happened yesterday. BTC, cryptocurrency market cap is now 895 billion, and also on the sister side, it's still sitting at 858 billion, and we can see about close to 40 billion traded in the last 24 hours. Even on the sister side, it's still about 45 billion traded in the last 24 hours. BTC still remain the most dominant in the market at 37 percent and ETH at 17%. So now let's check what's trending. We can see PancakeSwap is trending, Bitcoin is trending, Solana is trending, and we can see BTC is trading at 17,218 and it's been appreciated for about 1.45% in the last 7 days, 2.29% in the last 24 hours, and Ethereum is trading at 1,280 and appreciated about 0.1% in the last 7 days and almost 4% in the last 24 hours. Dogecoin down 1.1% and appreciated 1.8% in the last 24 hours. And we can see even Shiba Inu has been trying to gain some strength in the last 24 hours, appreciated for about 1.23% and 0.57% in the last 7 days. Let's check some coins on the top 100 like we normally do, and we can see BAL at 101, XDC network at 102, Ravecoin at 103, Year Finance at 104, Stepping at 109. That's beautiful. Terra Classic moved to 111, Cardano at 117, Terra Luna at 120. And speaking of Terra Luna, we can see the army are not giving up. The coin is trying to revive itself, but some say it's a failed project. Whatever you believe, you can comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the project. So let's check out some NFT, talking about the top 10 NFT. We normally show you every day on this show. Bored API is back to number 1, Clone X maintaining number 2, CryptoPunk at number 3, Mutant API pushed down back to number 4, Other for other side at number 5, Bored Ape Kennel Club at number 6, Azuki at number 7, Fluff World at number 8. The Potatoes made it back to top 10, now sitting at number 9, and Doodle still fighting to stay in top 10, sitting at number 10. These are the NFTs. NFTs are highly risky. Please do your research before you invest in any project, and also always remember, put in the money you can afford to lose, because these are unregulated and you can lose your money in a twinkle of an eye. But with a channel like this whereby we analyze anything you want us to talk about for you, you can tell us any NFT project or any coins you want us to take a look at. Comment in the comment section. We're going to take a look at it and we analyze it for you and share our opinion on it. Not financial advice. You still need to do your research and make your own decision, but we're going to guide you, explain what this and that means and how you should go about it, and that, I believe, will help you in making a good and right decision. All right, let's check out what the fair and green looks like today. We can see the fair and green is sitting at 26, and we're on 29, about on 26. Maybe it's going to go down more, but now we're sitting on fear, not extreme fear, and we need to be careful because the market might just fall off anytime. It's going to become extreme fear. I know the bull run is around the corner, don't get me wrong, but I just believe we need to test one more time before we're going to see a massive buy, because by the time we're going to see a massive buy, we need to see the market start to appreciate start appreciating around 3,000 point, 5,000 point, no 1,000, 1,002 point. That is not bull run, guys. That is just a trend for some time. Then we're going to see the market continue moving down as we've been saying for the past month. So the fear and greed index, it's sitting at 26% on today's show, in case you might want to know what that's all about. And that's what I have for you today on the show. Let's check out what's trending on Twitter. We can see Duquan is trending. You know, a lot of people are praising him that he's not giving up on the project, talking about Terra Luna and Terra Classic. We can see Chronos is trending. It's another blockchain that merge both Ethereum and other ecosystem together. Coinbase is trending. We all know what Coinbase we've been talking about. Even Solana has, whenever we have any issues with FTX, we saw Kevin O'Leary came out yesterday saying was paid $15 million to be an advocate for FTX, and he lost it back. And you know, whenever FTX is trending, Solana will always come along with it. Whenever Grayscale is trending, Coinbase will always tag along with it, and Duquan is trending because the token were doing well. Luna, you can see Luna is trending. USDC is trending because now a lot of people are now saying move your money away from USDT to USDC. They're both stable coin, but they just believe there's a lot going on with the USDT. But USDC is it's kind of reliable. Also, Theta is trending. That's the USDT. I've said it. OpenSea is trending, talking about NFT and hashtag BUSB also is trending. So we have so much thing trending uh, on the show today. So that's what I have for you on today's show. Shout out to our sponsor, Instacash FX, for sponsoring the show. If you want to sell your Bitcoin, any type of cryptocurrency, you might want to reach out to them. They're fast, reliable, and efficient. And if you want to learn how to trade, how to understand all these things that I've been talking about the chart analysis, talking about the support resistance, and a whole lot of more that you need to learn to become a profitable trader or professional trader, you might want to go to www.instacashfs.com and go to the training section and apply for free training. And you'll be calling batches so you can get free tutor and free training from them. So that's down today's show. If you have not subscribed to the show, please do that right now. Subscribe to the show, like and share, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you can be part of the greatness that has been happening on this platform. All right, until I see you on another wonderful episode of this great platform, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. I still remain myself, Ahmed Alad Magic Kazim, and peace out.